to the Letter Live here from Medina High School for this neutral site contest in the regional final for Region 5 between the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs versus the Green Bulldogs in girls competition here for basketball. Mike, it's going to be a good one tonight. Both these teams, the 1 versus the 2 seed, Green being the 1 seed, Olmsted Falls being the 2 seed. It's going to be a great matchup. I'm excited to see it personally. I'm excited to call it. I'm excited to be here. We're very fortunate to be set up in a great spot here at Medina. Olmsted Falls 21-5, Green 20-5. Green 12-0 in Federal League play. Olmsted Falls 14-0 in Southwestern Conference play. A lot of parallels between these two squads this year, and it is going to be probably a mirror image of both of these teams when you see them play on the floor.
Well, a historic night this could be for the Green girls basketball program. They have never made it to the Final Four, and tonight they have a chance to take their step to the Final Four. Their district games, they were expected to be blowouts. They handled it very easily. Their first big test came here Tuesday night against Brecksville, and they were able to survive that test. But now, I think, comes their biggest test. This is an Olmsted Falls program that won the Division I state championship last season. Now, they don't have a couple of the players who were a big part of that team, but they still have some players who have a state championship pedigree on their resume. So for Green to go where they have never gone before, they're going to have a tough mountain to climb tonight.
Absolutely, Mike. This is not going to be easy for either of these squads. Olmsted Falls, they got Jesse Simon started in last year's championship game against Springboro. They won the Division I state championship last year in 2024. She had 2 3-pointers against Massillon on Tuesday, scored 12 over 15 points in the second half. She got 8 rebounds. Jesse Simon going to be a big problem for this Green Bulldog squad. They also got Maddie Sarovac. Started in last year's championship game against Springboro as well. She was named Division II first team Northeast Lakes. So Olmsted Falls has got a lot of talent, but you know who else has got a lot of talent? The Green Bulldogs. Brooklyn Wood, Brooke Shockley, Cindy Shockley, Jenna Slates. I mean, what more could you ask for? Jenna Slate's currently committed to Ashland. She's averaging almost 20 points a game, getting about 9.5 rebounds a game. She has been electric for this Bulldog squad all year, and she is going to be crucial for this Bulldog squad tonight. And I mean the Green Bulldog squad, not the Olmsted Bulldogs.
Well, we've seen Jenna Slate really in a couple of games this year. She can take over a game herself. She's got these monster double-doubles, 20-plus points, 20-plus rebounds. She's the Bulldogs' all-time leading scorer and rebounder. But what I think is important for Green to have a successful result tonight is, okay, she could get another double-double. She did the other night against Brecksville, but the people around her contributed. You had Sydney Shockley, double-figure scoring, all-time assist leader for Green. Brooklyn Wood, double-figure scoring. Armani Wagler, a gritty, energetic player coming off the bench, scored 12 points for the Bulldogs in that game. So I think that's the type of game that Green is going to need tonight if they are going to get a win against this Olmsted Falls team.
And this Olmsted Falls team is very spread out in terms of length on the floor. They got a lot of girls that are above that 5'7" range, and they're all able to be starters. So it's going to be a very high offensive front from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, but we had the chance to talk to Olmsted Falls head coach Jordan Eaton before the game to ask him his opinions about the contest tonight. So we're going to kick it over to there, pass to Aiden for that exclusive pregame interview. This has been The Letter Live, coming at you. Thank you. Coach. Regional final. This is not something that's new to you guys. Stateship last year. I mean, coming into this game, the stakes are heightened. It's a 1 versus 2 seed. It's, one of the best in the division versus one of the best in the division. So realistically, what are your expectations coming into this game, trying to pan out exactly what happened last year?
Well, we just try to play our game all the time. I know that's cliche, but that's our main game plan. So that's what we did last year. And we were in a good spot last year. We were able to do it and able to execute at a level that was high because we worked on doing the things that we did well every day. So we're going to stick to that. And hopefully, we have a similar result, but ultimately we got to make sure that we execute the defensive game plan and take care of the basketball and offense.
Yeah, so basketball and offense going to be, heavy or top heavy with your guys that you've also had from last year. You're able to have girls that are experienced and that state championship squad still on the team this year. 2 of them are starting, 2 of them were on the bench last year. What's it like now having that full force, especially to start the games out with that much firepower?
Well, I think our kids have worked really hard to become the players they are, so that's great, but it's more along the lines of when I just prepare for games and I look at the other team and think about how the game's going to go. I just like knowing that we have that consistency and we have that experience. It's a little more comforting.
Yeah, this green team is really healthy inside, and they're also able to get some depth out beyond the arc. What is going to be the key to shutting these kids down and making sure that Olmsted Falls are able to win in those transitional moments?
We just have to play defense together. It's going to be a tough game if we play one-on-one defense because they have some really talented players. So that's something we work on every day. We sometimes can slip up on that, but I like how we've defended lately. I think on Tuesday night we did a great job of helping each other and communicating, and that same thing's got to happen tonight.
Yeah, so let's think about the path that you guys have taken to get here in the first place. What has been so successful for you guys?
I think our togetherness is the main thing that is our strength, and our kids just relentlessly put themselves on the team and not in front of the team. So that's the one thing that I think gives us a little bit of an advantage. I know Green is very good and they play together as well. So obviously we're at this stage of the game here. We know there's some really great players over there and they're a really great team, super well coached. So we're just going to try to be the most together basketball team and respond positively to mistakes and see what happens.
All right, thank you so much.
Woo! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live here from Medina High School. Mike, we just heard from Jordan Eden of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs girls basketball team. But now we're going to kick it over to Alicia Manning, head coach of the Green Girls Bulldogs basketball team, coached under Pat Summit.
Final in 50 years. Yeah. How big is this for your program? How big is this for the kids? How big is this for you as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, this has been something that we had our eyes set on early on in the year. We knew that we were going to have, the manpower to do it, woman power, I should say, to do it. And it's just nice to kind of follow the plan, and hopefully we can continue reaching our goals with tonight.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at this Olmsted Falls team. I mean, they got plenty of kids that can do it. Obviously, state champions last year. They got 2 girls that are coming on off the bench now that were on the roster last year, but they also got 2 starters from last year that were starters last year. Right. So, I mean, in preparation for this squad, what are you guys trying to really combat and make sure that you're able to limit as much as possible?
Yeah, I mean, and the other end of that is being a little bit more offensive minded and worrying about ourselves and what we're good at and doing what we're good at, which is, rebounding, getting after it on defense, and getting some paint points and getting to the free throw line, and also pushing in transition. So that's what we're going to do. And then, that's last year's team for them. Obviously, that's an amazing feat, and congratulations to that team. But, we're focused on the team that's at hand right now. And, the experience that they have is definitely an advantage that they have. But, we have some kids that have played on bigger stages, maybe not in high school, but on the AAU level and travel ball level. So they can use that same type of motivation and experience.
Without a doubt. I mean, Jenna Slate's averaging almost over 20 points a game. Meredith Vyer's got 9.5. I mean, the scoring distribution on this team is second to none. It's obviously what is making this team so successful. What can you talk about with your team distributing the ball so well, being able to score in the post and also outside on the arc?
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying how good Jenna is, but, she's good because she has players that are unselfish and give her the ball, and she's put in the work in to have such high field goal percentages. So, when you have a team that plays for one another and with one another, it's fun to coach with, and it's the culture of practices is fun. And, after wins and losses, everyone, we win as a team, we lose as a team, and being able to have three people that can, Meredith popped off for 33 one night against McKinley. So it's just like at any point in time, these kids just, they can put the ball in the hole.
Yeah. So. Just overall game plan for tonight. I mean, you don't want to give too much away pregame, but I mean, is this going to be a game that's won in transition? Is this going to be a game that's won in the paint?
I think that it's a combination of everything. We go by the quote that, big games are won in the small details. So whoever's going to be willing to do the small details and stay disciplined and be able to handle the pressure and make easy shots. I mean, it's in games like this, from my experience playing in college, it really isn't the big time moments. It's more of the little details that add up. So that's going to be our main focus, is following what the scout is, and hopefully it'll pan out for us.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Lifer from Medina High School. I think sometimes, Mike, in girls high school basketball, it's often overlooked. But tonight, it just means more for both of these teams. Green, this is their first regional final appearance in 50 years, the second in program history. Olmsted Falls, they don't want to be upset by the underdog, despite them being the 2 seed under Green's 1 seed. This is a battle, and it's a battle of the Bulldogs, Mike. It's used every single year, but Battle of the Bulldogs is really the only good thing that I can come up with.
Well, and you're right about that. But I think, through the years, I always thought, whether it's boys or girls, these regional championship games are the toughest games to win, especially if you're a program like Green's, who has never been to the state Final Four before. If you go to the state tournament and you lose the state championship game, yes, it's a disappointment, but you made it there. You made it to the big stage. Green has never been to the Final Four, and this is going to be a huge test for them, a huge game for them, and a huge test for us as we get ourselves situated.
All right, Mike, this is going to be a contest where nobody's sitting down. Olmsted Falls, Green student sections lit up in Medina's gymnasium tonight. It's going to be Jenna Slates and Jessie Simon on the tip-off. Both girls 5'11" in size. Jenna Slates gets the tip off, but it is taken by Grace Largent. Over on the right side, Emma Schaefer has anchored it for the Olmsted Falls offense the entire year. At the key now, it is Avery Delicio, and she'll kick it over to Maddie Saravach over on the right side. Saravach trying to get past Wood. They've got a man open inside, but taken over by Cindy Shockley. She'll take it at the three-point stripe. She loses it, taken over by Saravach, and Avery Delicio is able to get it back in transition for Olmsted Falls. Maddie Saravach resets for the Bulldogs now on the right wing. It's given over to Emma Schaefer now on the right. She'll pop it back over to Jessie Simon, who gives it right back to Saravach at the key. Saravach is able to get past Wood. She'll put one up and in. Olmsted falls 2, Green 0 with 7 minutes ticking down here in the first. Brooklyn Wood goes over to Sydney Shockley in the right corner. Jenna Slate's inside. She breaks 1, breaks 2, and she's in for 2. Olmsted Falls Green now tied at 2 apiece with 6 minutes 45 seconds to go left here in the first. Emma Schaefer taking it for Olmsted Falls now on the right. She'll kick it over to Jessie Simon, who looks to pick this ball off to Saravach. Saravach drives in through Wood. She'll put one up. It's short and taken by Slates. Slates down the court. The 3-2 zone being pressed up by Olmsted Falls. Slates tries to go inside. Over 2 girls. It will not fall. And it's going Green's way after Emma Schaefer had the last hand on the ball.
Well, we've seen Green extend its defense on Olmsted Falls' possession. Olmsted Falls shot a lot of threes and hit a lot of threes against Massillon, so Green wants to guard against that.
Brooke Shockley arches the pass, and Jenna Slates with a tough mid-range jumper inside over a couple of girls. It's Green for Olmsted Falls 2. Now with 6 minutes left here to go in the first. Taking it inside, it's Schaefer, and she misses the layup, goes over the rim. Sydney Shockley puts up a floater of her own. It's fouled. She'll get 2 and head to the stripe. The defending Division I state champions take a move down to D2 along with Green and find themselves in a bit of a predicament. Now looking to be down at least 2 if Sydney Shockley is able to notch these free throws, Mike.
Yeah, the foul was on Maddie Saravec for Olmsted Falls, her first. One of the players who started for Olmsted Falls in the state championship game last year, as Sydney Shockley makes her first free throw.
Sydney Shockley taking her second now, puts one up and puts it in. It's good. Green 6, Olmsted Falls 2 now, here with 5 minutes 48 seconds left to go in the first. Saravach on the left side, she'll take it, tries to get past Wood, she'll ball through, taken over to Simon, who can't notch the 3, rebounded by Delicio. Reach-in call, that's going to be the first personal foul for Green this game. Looks like it's going to be on number 3, Brooklyn Wood.
Well, Jessie Simon, the other night against Massillon, big second half for her. 12 of her 15 points for Olmsted Falls.
Delicio is able to get it out, guarded by Vire, she's jumping. Schaefer has it at the M at midcourt. She'll kick it over to Saravach, who is way off on the left for the 3 ball. Looked like a good look, but just couldn't get it done there. Sydney Shockley taking it in now. She'll put one up. It's way off. It's off the back of the backboard. Hits the side and falls down into the hands of Saravach on its way down. Saravach drives in over Wood, and she goes on the side of the backboard for herself. Brooklyn Wood dives for it. Taken over. It's Delicio from the key. It's no good. Rebounded by Shockley. Shockley, her sister to her right. It's Sydney and Brooke switching sides now. Up top, Brooklyn Wood hands it back over to Shockley. Sydney gives it back to Wood now on the left wing. She'll bounce past one into Brooke. It's stolen by stolen by Schaefer, and she'll put one up and in for the and one. Brooklyn Wood gets the call.
Yeah, Brooklyn Wood with the foul. Boy, an opportunity for Green to really create a little bit of separation early in the game, but the turnover, now the and one opportunity for Emma Schaefer for Olmsted Falls.
And Saravach coming off for Olmsted Falls. Schaefer converts the and one opportunity to make it a 1-point game. Armani Wagler, 6 woman, coming off the bench now. She had 10 last week. Not last week, last Tuesday. Slates over on the left wing. Kicks over to Vire. Vire taking it through. Has Sydney Shockley from 3. It's deep and it's an air ball. It's tipped out by Brooke Shockley, and it's going Olmsted Falls' way.
Yeah, tough last few possessions for Green. A couple of shots that didn't even hit the rim. Turnover. Olmsted Falls now with an opportunity to go back on top.
Schaefer taking it slowly down the court for the Bulldogs in yellow. It's quickly given over to Reese Tamura, 5'5", sophomore guard. Simon breaks one, hands it over to Schaefer. She'll put one up. It's no good. Rebounded by Grace Largent, 5'11", sophomore forward. She's able to get it in and take Olmsted Falls' lead. Olmsted Falls 7, Green 6. Armani Wagler loses it through her feet. Jessie Simon goes behind her back, over to Tamura. Three ball is no good. Looked to be boarded by the Bulldogs, and it's a tussle in the middle. Jump ball call going Olmsted Falls' way.
Well, we talked about Olmsted Falls' length earlier in the game. What Green has to do is they have to box out, can't let them get second shots. Olmsted Falls got a lot of second shots against Massillon the other night, out-rebounded the Tigers by about 10. Last couple of trips down the court, we've seen them get that. However, Green was able to force the alternate possession on the jump ball.
Another rotation sees Brooke Shockley coming out for Zakiya Adekunle. Armani Wagler tries to fake out one. She'll have to get off her pivot foot to Sydney Shockley. Over on the volleyball stripe. Sydney trying to do it herself. Dishes one inside to Zakiya. It's landed out to Vire. She'll fake one. Puts one up. Can't get the call. It's going Green's way. It looked like Largent had her hand on it before it went out of bounds, so it's going Green's way. Vire confused. Is Sydney Shockley going to get the inbound here? Jenna Slate's over on the right wing. She'll put one over. Mid-ranger. It's no good. Tries to get her board. It goes through her legs. And she tries to bait the jump ball. It's going Olmsted Falls' way now with 2 minutes 52 to go. Olmsted Falls 7, Green 6.
Olmsted Falls doing a good job the last few possessions of denying Slates the ball after she got a couple quick baskets. But now the forced possession gives Olmsted Falls the ball back.
Mullen has the inbound, hits it over to the corner with Simon, and she'll nail it from the left corner. Jessie Simon notches the three. Sydney Shockley tries to put one up. That's blocked. Tries to get saved. It's going Olmsted Falls' way. And just the shot selection from Green could be a lot better at this moment in time. They're taking a 4-point deficit now. I think they need to be a little smarter on their looks now, but try to get inside to Shockley. If she's able to get the attention off her and onto Slates, Shockley will be open for those buckets she wants. On the other side, it's Emma Schaefer. She puts up a 2, and now it's a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Olmsted Falls 12, Green 6. Sydney Shockley, ball's tipped out of her hands, falls back into Vires, and Sydney Shockley goes inside to Slates. Slates bodies one, can't get it. Zakiya Adekunle fights for the board. She'll put one up, and she's got foul shots. Alicia Manning fired up on the bench for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, tough shot by Slates early on in that possession. But Bulldogs able to get the rebound with Armani Wagler, and now Zakiya Adekunle will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And her first one is good. Adekunle did not score the other night against Brecksville in Green's win. She's trying to get the Bulldogs to within 4.
Zakiya's second is good. Adekunle able to get it back within 4 for the Green Bulldogs. I think at this point it's just better if we call them Green and Olmsted Falls. I can't keep going Bulldogs and Bulldogs. Outside, it's Olmsted Falls on the offensive possession. It's going to be Mullen who tries to take it in. She's guarded heavily by Adekunle. Adekunle hits it over to Saravach. Ball's hit out once again. Mullen regains possession. She'll have it over to the left. She's got Jessie Simon. And now, Simon from 3! No good. But a foul is called. Shooting foul.
And it's going to go against Armani Wagler. That's Going to put Olmsted Falls at the free throw line, shooting 3. Jesse Simon once again hit a 3 earlier in the game. First one rattles in and out.
Wagler in a lot of foul trouble this year, averaging about 3 fouls per game, leading the team in total fouls. Wagler needs to stay out of foul trouble tonight if the Bulldogs, for Green, have a good shot at staying in it when the bench depth comes in. Meredith Fire coming off for Brooke Shockley.
Simon's second free throw went down. 13-8, Olmsted Falls. And she'll get one more here. And she hits it.
6-point lead taken by Olmsted Falls. It's Olmsted Falls 14, Green 8. Shockley, Sydney, has to get it past half court. Ball's almost plucked. She'll have to go to Armani Wagler now on the right wing. Wagler taking it back. She's guarded closely by Schaefer. She'll bounce it over to Brooke. Brooke Shockley takes it back. Armani Wagler now offset the key by about 3 steps from the left. Step back 3. It rolls out, but Zakaya Adekunle able to get the board. She'll put it back up. She's blocked, and Zakaya tries to get one again. The board is no good. It's going Green's way off the jump ball. It looks like Brooke Shockley is going to be the one who inbounds it for Green.
Now, if you're Green, you just need smart possessions. The last couple of trips down the court, tough shots, tough trips.
Brooke gives one over to Armani inside. She'll put one up. It's no good. It's going Green's way. Jenna Slate's able to resist the urge to take her hands on the ball.
Olmsted Falls on a 12-2 run since Green took their biggest lead.
Brooke Shockley sends it over to her sister Sydney. Ball's lost, but she regains possession. Inside to Slates. Slates doing it herself. Mid-range. The push-off is no good, but Zakaya tries to put one up. Adekunle puts one up. Slates with the putback. It's a third chance point for Slates. 4-point game now. Olmsted Falls 14, Green 10. 33 seconds left to go here in the first. Student section is loud for Green. Olmsted Falls alive as well. Olmsted Falls might try to play for the last shot here. With only 20 seconds to go, they're looking for a good one. Armani Wagler almost gets her hands on it, but she is in front of Saravach. Maddie started in last year's championship game against Springboro. Still in it for the Bulldogs. She'll take it inside off the pass. Travel called on Maddie. Saravach, she will cause a turnover. It's going to Green with 7.2 seconds to go. Green will have the final shot if everything goes according to plan now. Brooke Shockley going to be on the inbound for Green. Throws one over to Armani Wagler. She'll drive in, looking for a buzzer beater. It's in! 2 seconds ticking down, and Simon has to put up a prayer. It's no good. And after one, Olmsted Falls 14, Green 12. It has been a duel.
Well, I think a fortunate end to the first quarter for Green. We talked about tough possessions down court, tough shots, a lot of missed shots, but they're able to rebound, stay in the game, get this to within 2 at the end of the first quarter.
All right, with that being said, I'm going to take it over to Brueck's breakdown. Both teams have dominated their conferences this year, but both conferences are a little bit different. Let's kick it over to the Brueck's breakdown thing here. Listen, this is going to be a duel for both teams. We've obviously seen it. Green able to make that last-minute run in the first. Olmsted Falls 14, Green 12 now with 17 seconds to go left here in the transitional period. I mean, this is going to be a duel. I've said it like 30 times, and it cannot be understated. I think Olmsted Falls, they've got 11.6 steals per game. They're disrupting the passing lanes with active hands, and Green's rim protection with Brooke Shockley. Brooke Shockley, she's got 23 blocks. Rebounding with Jenna Slates' 11.5 rebounds per game. We're going to fuel the fast break attack. Both teams are going to take the court back now as Brueck's breakdown has been over. That was underwhelming. Apologies. Back over to the audio-only section for the Letter Live here from Medina High School. This is Aiden Brueck, your play-by-play. I'm joined by Mike Popovich, doing your color analysis. And Saravach going to take it in for the Bulldogs of Olmsted Falls. Kicked over to Crawl. She gets her first minutes. Inside, it's Simon. She'll put one up. It's no good. She'll get her board. Kicks it back out to Saravach. She'll kick it out. And now Simon's got it. 3. Got it. Give it to her. Olmsted Falls 17, Green 12. And Cindy Shockley converts one outside. Turns it over. It's going Green's way. But like I said, the steals are going to do it for this Olmsted Falls team. Going to be tough for Green to get over that hump, but Green's just going to have to start stealing the ball back. Brooke Shockley gets it over to Sydney, and it's into Slates. Slates puts one up. No good. She gets her put back, and it's good. It's a 3-point game now. Olmsted Falls 17, Green 14. Slates, she's got 8 on the night, leading the Bulldogs on the floor. Only person who comes close to her on the floor currently is Sydney Shockley. Taking it inside. It goes out. It's Tamura from 3. Excuse me, that's Avery Delicio from the 3-point stripe. Makes it a 6-point game once again. Olmsted Falls 20, Green 14. Sydney Shockley kicks it over to Brooklyn Wood. And Brooke Shockley was open in the corner, but they couldn't find her. Ball's plucked again. Emma Schaefer taking it down the court for Olmsted Falls. Kicked over to Saravach. She'll find a lane inside, guarded by Slates. Passes it off. Slates gets the block. Rebounded by Saravach. Another 3 taken by Simon.
Olmsted Falls shoots a lot of threes, and when they're open like that, they make a lot of threes. That's 2 open looks that Olmsted Falls had on the last 2 possessions down court. They're able to get threes. Now Olmsted Falls has its biggest lead of the game, 23-14. You know, it's just like the other day. You know, they don't have just one player that shoots these threes, multiple players. And who do they have already? Emma Schaefer with 1, Jessie Simon with 1, Avery Delicio with 1. Resembles a lot of what happened in the Massillon game. Now Green's really going to have to regroup to be able to stay in this game. Good timeout right there. Let's see if they can.
This is a good one. This is a special one. Olmsted Falls 23, Green 14, coming back into the second quarter. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Simon currently leading the Olmsted Falls girls basketball team with points with 8, tied with Slates over on the Green side of things. Vire spins around, looking for a lane inside. She loses it. She takes a hard fall, and no foul is called. Vire scrambles to get back on defense as the fast break opportunity comes from Olmsted Falls. 3 taken by Delicio. Oh, that's way off. Taken by Meredith Vire on the board. Olmsted Falls 23, Green 14, 9-point game now as Brooke Shockley takes it down the court for Green. Meredith Vire's in the corner. They'll kick it out to her. She'll go inside to Armani Wagler. Great play from the Bulldogs. Puts them back within 7. It's Olmsted Falls 23, Green 16. Welcome back to the Letter Live. I'm Aiden Brueck, joined by Mike Popovich. If you're just tuning in, Olmsted Falls is 2 seed taking on Green, the 1 seed. Olmsted Falls in the regional final. Green meet each other. Armani Wagler able to pick up the board after the unsuccessful offensive possession by Olmsted Falls. Jenna Slates looking to find someone inside. Uses her pivot foot to spin around, kicks it over Brooklyn Wood. Brooklyn Wood airballs the 3. Rebounded by Grace Largent. Largent, 5'11" sophomore, is able to get it done. Inside it was Maddie Saravach who couldn't get it done either. Jenna Slates slows things down off the fast break, and Wood looking to take it in. She's doubled up, has to give it off to Slates. Gives over Armani Wagler at the key. Wagler steps back, puts one up, sporting gold shoes. Takes it back again. Vire in the corner. No good. Brooke Shockley able to take it, but turns it over in the process, taken by Simon. It's going to be Emma Schaefer taking it down the court for Olmsted Falls. Listed at 6 foot. He's only a sophomore. Came off the bench last year's championship game. Now over on the right side, Schaefer takes it to the wing. Given over to Lucio and taken to Schaefer, or excuse me, Simon, who can't come down with it. Substitution coming in for the Bulldog, or excuse me, I should say, substitution coming in for Green. Sydney Shockley's going in for Brooklyn Wood now. Olmsted Falls 23, Green 16 now with 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go. It's a 7-point game.
Yeah, no foul called there on Green, just an out-of-bounds play for Olmsted Falls.
Taking it through. It's a three taken by Sarabach, and she's way downtown. She gets it. 4 minutes, 13 seconds to go. It's a 10-point lead now for Olmsted Falls. Green trying to not fall into this trap. Cindy Shockley goes between her legs, kicks it underneath to Wagler. Wagler pushes through. She's got Vire outside, but won't pass it to her. She'll go to Brooke Shockley. Brooke, pop up. She can't get it. It's a brick. Jenna Slates gets the putback. She'll grab it off the board with the box out. Now an 8-point lead for Olmsted Falls, 26-18, leading Green. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Play called by Schaefer. Somebody taken down, looks like Armani Wagler. Took her down.
Yeah, it's going to be her second foul, Armani Wagler. Play a big basket down there for Jenna Slates, who's got 10 points already for Green. Other than her and a couple of baskets by Armani Wagler, Green really struggling shooting the ball.
Addison Mullen hands it off to Schaefer now at the logo. Schaefer taking her time now. This is going to be the time for Green to capitalize as the starters are not in. But it's a three taken by Simon. Rebounded by Olmsted Falls, taken over by Mullen on the right wing. Wagler tries to get up and guard. Ball's out of bounds. It's tipped by Brooke Shockley. Going Olmsted Falls' way. Good D. Olmsted Falls 26, Green 18.
Green getting Brooklyn Wood back in the game for Brooke Shockley. Wood in scoreless, but has 2 fouls.
It's a lob up to Simon inside, and it's almost a little bit blocked by Cindy Shockley. Jenna Slate's going to take it down the court. She's unguarded. Unchecked, it looks like Simon able to go through inside. Slate's over 2 girls. It's a 6-point game. Olmsted Falls 26, Green 20 with 2 minutes, 56 seconds to go now in the second. Emma Schaefer taking it down the court for Olmsted Falls. She'll take one over outside. Ball finds its way inside. It's a fire to Tamira. Olmsted Falls 28, Green 20. Timeout taken by Jordan Eaton for Olmsted Falls.
Yeah, first basket for the game for Reese Tamira. Open look underneath the basket. Whether it's been that or the numerous open threes Olmsted Falls has been able to get, that's helped them expand their lead. Now, one thing, Olmsted Falls, a couple possessions down the court there, you thought he was kind of leaving the door ajar for Green, open for a little bit. This is what happened the other night against Massillon. Olmsted Falls looked like they were going to take control of the game, built a 30-20 halftime lead, only to see Massillon score the first 8 points of the second half. So this by far is not over yet. Obviously, we still got a whole half to play. Olmsted Falls' lead is 8. Green has to hang around and keep it close and make a move here. But Jenna Slate's 12 points already. We talked about how she could take over a game. She might have to take over this one if the Bulldogs are going to succeed.
Brooklyn Wood guarded closely by Schaefer. She'll have to take one over to Wagler now on the left wing. Hand it over to Slates now. On the left side, she'll look to drive through. Spins around, puts one up. Can't find it. Foul called. She'll head to the stripe. Olmsted Falls 28, Green 20.
Jenna Slate's already 12 points for Green. And Grace Larchin gets the foul for Olmsted Falls. Jenna Slate's going to the free throw line to shoot 2. First shot up and in. Jenna Slate's pretty automatic at the free throw line, which is good for Green here. Second shot is good as well.
6-point game once again here at Medina's Gymnasium. It's Olmsted Falls 28, Green 22. To all those watching at home, welcome to the Letter Live. I'm Aiden Brueck, your play-by-play. To my right, you can't see him, it's Mike Popovich of the sports reporting legend. Now we take a look inside the Region 5 regional final between Green and Olmsted Falls. Taking it through now, it's Simon. She'll put one up. Foul's called. She'll go down. She'll go to the stripe now after the foul. Olmsted Falls 28, Green 22. It looks like Schaefer's going to have a couple of foul shots.
Yeah, Sydney Shockley gets her first foul for Green. Emma Schaefer goes to the free throw line. 8 points on the night so far for Olmsted Falls. First shot rattles the rim and falls off. Schaefer again. Trying to give Olmsted Falls a 7-point lead. And she does.
7-point lead now for Olmsted Falls after she's able to notch the second free throw. It's Olmsted Falls 29, Green 22 with a minute and 56 seconds to go. Wagler inbounds it over to Brooke Shockley now here at the logo. Shockley takes it over to her left and kicks it back to Sydney Shockley, her sister. Wagler out on the key. Sydney tries to make something happen, and it's a tough layup. Taken inside, she's got 4 on the night after that one. Olmsted Falls 29, Green 24, a 5-point lead now for Olmsted Falls. Servats taking it down for Olmsted Falls now on the left wing, guarded by Armani Wagler. Has to hand it over to Mullen in the pick and pop situation, but she doesn't pop it. Armani Wagler almost forces the travel, but Sydney Shockley able to stay with it. It's handed over to Simon now. Offset the key by 2 steps. Mullen takes it now at the volleyball stripe to the right. Minute and 8 ticking down on the clock. Olmsted Falls 29, Green 24. Travel called on Simon. It's going Green's way. They've got a chance to put this back within at least 2 or 3.
And we'll see what Green does here with a minute and 4 to go in the first half. See if they want to work it for one, try to get it within 3. Possession arrow is in their favor as well.
Over on the right wing, it's Meredith Fire. She'll kick it over to Slates now. They've got Shockley in the corner, but Slates does it herself. It's not going to fall in, but good shot taken. Simon gets the board for Olmsted Falls. 45 seconds ticking down now here in the first half. Olmsted Falls 29, Green 24. Down the court, it's Schaefer. She'll take it to the key, over to Simon. Simon guarded by Sydney Shockley. Ball's given to Delicio now at the key. She'll take it back, picks up her dribble, and hands it over to Mullen. Almost stolen by Brooke Shockley with the pressure, but taken over to Schaefer. She's got a lane, doesn't take it. Taken over to Simon now. Back at the key, they'll reset. Looking for the last shot. Olmsted Falls up 29-24 on Green. And they're looking for a good look. Emma Schaefer has it for Olmsted Falls now. On the right side, she'll put one up over Slates. It's no good. Slates gets it. She'll hurl one down the court. And it's good! Jenna Slates with one hand. It'll go! And Slates puts it back within 2. Holy!
I didn't mean to talk over you over that. That was stunning! She's a max Drew shot. Wow!
Whoa! Jenna Slates leading Green with 17 points, only 3 down from her average now. She's averaging about 20.2. Mike, this has been an exciting first half of action here from the Letter Live. We're going to kick it over to the halftime cam so you guys can see what's going down on the court. This has been Aiden Brueck and Mike Popovich from the Letter Live, signing out for your first half of action. Thank you. for the Region 5 regional final between the Green Bulldogs #1 seed versus the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, currently the 2 seed. Also, coming off a state championship in Division 1. Right now, Olmsted Falls currently leading the Bulldogs 29-27. Green was down
They were down by about 10.
They were down by about 10. Came back in the late half of the second quarter, and Jenna Slates with a full court buzzer beater with one hand to end it and put Green back within 2. Olmsted Falls 29, Green 27, and welcome back to Letter Live. I'm Aiden Brueck. This is Mike Popovich. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to take it back over to the audio stream. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in now. This has been the Letter Live from Medina's Gymnasium, and Green going to have the ball to start things off. It's a shot taken by Brooke Shockley. Offensive foul to start it. It's going to go back to Olmsted Falls now to start.
Well, let's see how Jenna Slate's prayer at the end of the first half really affects things. Green was down by as many as 10 points. She hits that shot to get them within 2. Let's see if momentum can stay on Green's side after that big finish to the first half.
It's going to be Sarabach now here at the key. She's guarded by Vire. She has to do something. 5-second violation called now on Sarabach, and it's going Green's way. So 2 back-to-back turnovers coming from both Bulldog squads to start the third. 7 minutes 35 taken down. Olmsted Falls 29, Green 27, both 4 fouls left each. Or excuse me, 4 timeouts left each. Shockley puts one, it's intercepted by Schaefer, and she'll put it up. And Simon, correct, the 5s look all the same as the 2s without my glasses. Sydney Shockley puts up a bounce into Jenna Slates. And the scoreboard has some catching up to do as it's Olmsted Falls 31, Green 29. Plays called by Schaefer now at the logo. She's got Simon to her left. Simon guarded by Shockley. Sydney, that is. Also look to dish one into Sarabach. Heaved over to Alicio on the right wing. Alicio spins around, guarded by Wood, and she's got a tough bucket inside for the way. Olmsted Falls 33, Green 29. Slates now from the left wing, goes behind her legs, taking it back over to Wood now at the key. Handed over to Vire. Vire will take it in. Slates fakes the 3. She's thinking about it. She wants it. She'll fake the 3, go inside for a mid-range jumper. It can't go. Olmsted Falls 33, Green 29. Now it's 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go left here in the third. Schaefer taking it inside, puts one off the feet of Slates. No kickball called. And it's over to Sarabach. She's got to take it. 30-second turnover now. It's going Green's way. Brooke Shockley going to be on the inbound for Green. Olmsted Falls 33, Green 29. For those just tuning in, welcome to the Letter Live. I'm Aiden Brueck. Play-by-play, joined by Mike Popovich. We're here for a stunner of a game. Green taking on Olmsted Falls, neutral site, Region 5 regional final. Olmsted Falls currently leading the Bulldogs 33-29. Slates intercepts the pass intended, and she'll put up a contested 3. It can't fall. She wanted the heat check to fall, but it can't go. And after the ball is bobbled by Schaefer, she can't get her hands back on it. It's going Green's way. Student section chanting Butterfingers now with 5 minutes 48 to go in the third. Sydney Shockley's going to have the dish. She's got it inbounds to Slates. Handed over to Brooke Shockley now on the left wing. Brooke Shockley wants a lane. She'll put one up. She can't find it. And it looks like they're letting it play out. Jump ball called. Oh, no. Vire gets it. Brooke Shockley takes it in. She's got a travel called on her. Took too many steps. And the turnover is back.
Yeah, a lot of whistles are not being blown here in the regional final, which I think in a way that's what you like to see. You don't want to see a tightly called game. Green was the benefit of it when they forced the turnover, but they turned the ball back over to Olmsted Falls.
Olmsted Falls 33, Green 29. It's swatted away. Going Olmsted Falls' way. I didn't see who were crediting the block to, but it looked pretty violent.
Yeah, it was Brooke Shockley that got the block there for Green.
Oh yeah, she's leading the team in blocks, by the way. Not like I said that earlier or anything. It's going to be Schaefer on the inbound. She'll hurl one up. Mossed by Simon over Slates. Slates has only left the floor a couple of times today. 3 faked by Grace Largent. And a couple of girls diving for it on the floor. Brooke Shockley maintains possession. Jump ball called. Going Olmsted Falls' way. So it looks like both Shockleys were able to get their foot in the door to potentially earn the turnover. Maddie Saravach coming back in for the the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Coming in for, Avery Delicio. All-handed backcourt to Maddie Saravach. She'll have to dribble forward. She's guarded by Wood. Wood making sure she's got nobody to her left. Saravach dishes one over to Schaefer. And a 3-ball from Addison Mullen. Olmsted Falls now leading by 10. Olmsted Falls 39, Green 29. Sydney Shockley is going to have to get it to somebody. Gets it over to Vire now on the left side. Goes into Slade. She'll put one up. Inside, it's a brick. Hit out of bounds. It's going Green's way. Apologies, it is Olmsted Falls 36, Green 29.
That was the second 3 of the night for Emma Schaefer. And Olmsted Falls already with 5 from 3 different players.
And Green playing from behind the entire game. Armani Wagler comes back in for Green. She's got to get it off. She'll hurl one over to Vire now. It's a perfect pass. Handed back over to Wagler now at the right side. She'll take it off. Goes to her feet. She maintains possession and turns it back over. And it's a kickball going Olmsted Falls' way. Green can't stop with the turnovers. It's Olmsted Falls 36, Green 29. Olmsted Falls looking for a quick resurgence.
Yeah, a couple of times there where Green maybe could have tried to get a timeout in, but in a big game like this, you don't want to be wasting timeouts to, maintain possession.
Schaefer hands it over to Mullen. Sydney Shockley, two-handed.
Meredith Vire gets her first foul for Green. That's her second, or that's the Bulldogs, Green Bulldogs, second in the quarter.
It's launched backcourt to Saravach, guarded by Wood. Wood steps back on her right. 3 faked by Schaefer, and she'll drive in, looking for one. Foul's not called, but as it's going down, Jenna Slates puts it up.
Another second chance opportunity there for Olmsted Falls, and they're able to keep possession. Had a number of those tonight. Olmsted Falls getting a lot of second chance opportunities both tonight and in Tuesday's semifinal game against Massillon, as Grace Largent will go to the free throw line. And her first shot is off the back of the rim, no good. Olmsted Falls missed a few free throws tonight, so that's prevented them from really expanding their lead. And she misses another one.
Both free throws cannot go, and Sydney Shockley gets the board. She's got Wood on her left. Decides not to take it. She wants to box out for the ISO. Tries to get the tough layup, can't find it. Sydney Shockley loses one in transition. It's kicked in by Simon. She won't get it. It's fast play from both teams. Armani Wagler taking it down the court, goes through left, puts one up, over, and in! Armani Wagler puts it back within 5. Olmsted Falls 36, Green 31.
Well, tough shot by Wagler, 6 points on the night for her.
Saravach takes it inside, puts it over. Taken to Schaefer. One inside, gets it to Largent. She'll find one. Wood on the inbound gets it to Shockley. It's a 7-point lead now for Olmsted Falls. Green having a fight from behind. They need themselves a run. X-call played by Alicia Manning. And as I say that, Armani Wagler isos and takes one in. It's a 5-point game once more. Armani Wagler, she's got 8. 3 taken deep from Avery Delicio. Olmsted Falls 41, Green 33. Sydney Shockley tries to put another one up inside. It's called. It's going to be Olmsted Falls on the inbound. And Schaefer ready to come back in for the Bulldogs.
The Jenna Slate's heave at the end of the first half hasn't phased Olmsted Falls one bit. They're able to take a 2-point halftime lead, expand it out to 8.
Armani Wagler has to lob it over to Slates. She'll take it back. She's on the right wing. Takes it to her left, drives inside. Mid-range jumper is no good. Brooklyn Wood almost fights for the board, but it's taken into the hands of Maddie Saravach instead. Emma Schaefer now taking it down the court for Olmsted Falls. Hit over, Brooklyn Wood got her hand on it. Hits it out of bounds from Mullen. It's going to be Delisio on the inbound. Olmsted Falls 41, Green 33. 2 minutes, 16 seconds to go now in the third. Another sub coming in for Addison Mullen. It's going to be Reese Tamura.
And Green getting Brooke Shockley back into the game for Meredith Vire.
Delisio gets it to Schaefer. Schaefer looks to drive through, almost taken away by Wood. But 3 ball taken by Delisio. Her struggles continue. Hey, the ball hit right in front of me on the bar. And it's gone Olmsted Falls this way as Schaefer gets the inbound. 41-33 now with 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go. Green looking for at least an 8-point run to get things back within a couple. Ball is lobbed up to Jessie Simon. Simon looking for Delisio on the pop. She'll get the roll. Delisio takes it around, guarded by Wagler. Now Saravach. With 1:49 to go. She's guarded by Brooke Shockley. Leader in blocks. She wants to put one up, won't take it. Instead, taken by Simon. Simon through from Slates on the left wing. Slates almost steals it, but she's found on the ground. Slates gets the call. And Slates, that's going to be her first foul of the game.
Yeah, first foul of the game, but 4th foul in the quarter for Green, so Olmsted Falls will be shooting free throws if they commit another one.
Schaefer inbounds it in to Simon, and a ball inside from Delisio. She's fouled by Wagler.
It's going to be Armani Wagler's 3rd foul. Olmsted Falls now in the bonus as Avery Delisio goes to the free throw line. Couple of threes tonight. She has 8 points. First shot is up and in.
Zakai Adekunle coming in for Wagler.
Delisio, 5'5", junior guard for Olmsted Falls. Second shot is up and in.
10-point lead now for Olmsted Falls. Green's got 1:30 seconds. Put it back up. Green puts Olmsted Falls in the bonus now. It's 1:21 to go. Olmsted Falls 43, Green 33. Brooklyn Wood takes it out the key. She'll take it around. Looking for a lane, puts one up. It's a tough lay. It's no good. Rebounded by Olmsted Falls. They've got a couple of girls downstairs. And it's going to Schaefer. 3 ball almost taken by Simon. She'll dribble around. Putting one up over Wood. 3 ball not taken by Schaefer. She'll drive inside instead. Guarded by Slates. Brooklyn Wood gets the steal, but the reach-in is called.
Now Brooklyn Wood got to be careful there. She slammed the ball down to the court pretty hard. Referees let that go. That's going to be her 3rd foul. Jessie Simon to go to the line for Olmsted Falls. First shot up and in. Right now Olmsted Falls starting to hit free throws right now. A little bit of a dry spell. The game was a little bit closer, but Simon now gives Olmsted Falls its biggest lead at 44-33. Second shot is up and in as well.
Second's good. It's a 12-point lead now for Olmsted Falls with 52 seconds to go. Olmsted Falls 45, Green 33. Sydney Shockley with the ball in her left. Tries to take it around. She'll kick it over to Brueck. Brueck driving inside. Tough lay. It falls short. 38 seconds to go now in the third. Olmsted Falls 45, Green 33. Schaefer for Olmsted Falls going to play for the last shot on Saravach. Ball's given over to Simon now, guarded by Slates. Vire close up on Saravach. And she's got to get it out. Slate stays on Simon. Simon hands it over to Mullen. And with 10 seconds to go, who's going to take the last shot? My bet's on Simon. At the key. Over inside. It's going to be a 3. Heave. No good. It's an air ball from Addison Mullen. And after 3, it's Olmsted Falls 45, Green 33. Currently leading the charge for Olmsted Falls is going to be Jessie Simon. She's got 10 on the night. Division II first team Northeast Lakes got 12 over 15 points in the second half against Massillon.
It's a big third quarter for Olmsted Falls. Expanded their lead from 2 to 12. 1 quarter to go for Green for them to try to regroup and get this, make a game of this.
I think, Mike, honestly, Green needs to get Meredith Vire hot from beyond the arc. She's a lethal shooter, dropped 33 points in a game, has the 3-point record for single game for the Bulldogs. Too much of Green's attention is being placed on Slates and Shockley right now. It's going to need to go in the hands of Vire from beyond the arc. Try to fit in Wagler when she's viable to get in. Try to not foul her out. I mean, Green's got a couple hurdles to get over. 12-point deficit with 8 minutes, and they've got to make something happen. Olmsted Falls 45, Green 33. Currently leading the charge for Olmsted Falls is Jessie Simon. She's got 10. Jenna Slates has 17. She hasn't gotten a point in the second half. Just doesn't sound right. Into the fourth quarter of action. Welcome to the Letter Live. I'm Aiden Brueck, joined by Mike Popovich. Olmsted Falls 45, Green 33. For those just tuning in, we are at Medina High School for a neutral site Region 5 final for both of these squads. Olmsted Falls, state champions of Division I last year, but Green and Olmsted Falls both make the move to D2 after the division change. Lockdown defense inside. Saravach. Ball's blocked. Wood takes it down the court. Will she take it for herself? Puts one up. It's blocked. Kicked out to Brueck. She'll put one up. No good. Rebounded by Slates. Can she get the putback? Puts one up and in. Over 2. Olmsted Falls 45. Green 35. 10-point lead taken by the Bulldogs in yellow and navy. Down for Olmsted Falls is Schaefer. Slate's able to battle for the board. Lobbed over to Brueck Shockley on the right side. Brueck taking it down. Over to Vire. Deep 3. Bang! Gets it. Olmsted Falls 45. Green 38. What did I say, Mike?
Give it to her.
Give it to
Meredith Vire.
Give it to Meredith Vire. Timeout taken now by Olmsted Falls. Olmsted Falls 45, Green 38. They're able to get back 5 to put their lead back at 7. Hey, I say give it to Vire. I gave it to Vire. Set her open on those open pops. Hey, if you get her open on ghost screens, I think she's going to be very viable for Green. If Olmsted Falls aren't able to keep up, Olmsted Falls aren't able to keep up on the 3 front, they're only able to get inside. Green's going to have that edge, especially with lethal shooters like Brueck Shockley, Meredith Vire. Brooklyn Wood is also able to spark some threes if you give her the chance. Jenna Slates, she's more of a midi person, but if you give her the opportunity on the outside, this is where your 3-point shooting drills really have to take prominence. If Green wants to get back in this game, they're 7 down. That's more than just a couple of layups. That's threes, and given that you need a couple of stops on D.
Well, Green already has taken 5 points off their biggest deficit of the game in just a little over a minute here in the fourth quarter. So still down by 7, still plenty of time. Let's see what they can do here in the final stages of this game. Let's see if Olmsted Falls has an answer. They've had an answer at the end of the first half on the Jenna Slate's prayer. Let's see what happens here.
Jenna Slate's matches the steal down low. It'll be a jump ball called going Green's way. Olmsted Falls 45, Green 38. They're down 7. They need a spark. Sydney Shockley taking it down the court, running the point for the Green Bulldogs. She'll take it to her left. Driving inside, she'll be pushed out. She'll pull one up, can't find it. Ball's put back, but offensive foul from Green puts them at 1 to Olmsted Falls 0.
Sydney Shockley gets the foul, second on Shockley. Olmsted Falls gets the ball back, leading by 7.
Schaefer down the court for Olmsted Falls. Ball's almost lost by Simon, but Simon's able to stay with it. Driven inside to Saravach. Another dive for it. Sydney Shockley hurls it down to her sister on the other end. Into Jenna Slate. She'll put one up. And over for the and one conversion. Olmsted Falls 45, now Green 40. Jenna Slate has an opportunity to put it within 4. Climbing back on an 8-point run.
One thing about Green this year that a lot of people don't talk about. This is a really good defensive team, and their defense has been a factor here early in the fourth quarter to help get them to within 5 and possibly 4 if Slates can make this free throw.
Jenna Slates winds up. It falls out, but it looked good originally. Now Emma Schaefer able to take it down for Olmsted Falls. She'll hand one over to Saravach. Saravach puts one over to Mullen. Mullen over to Simon. Simon dishes one inside to Schaefer, and Schaefer kicks one out to Delicio. She's got a 3 from the corner. 10-point lead again for Olmsted Falls, 48-40. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to go left here in the fourth. Brooklyn Wood takes one inside, over a couple, no good. She's boxed out. Over the back, grab, foul is pretty clear. And Wood, she's got 4.
Avery Delicio for Olmsted Falls. Been a big factor tonight. That was her 3rd 3 of the game. She's now up to 13 points.
Wood goes to the bench and Wagler takes her place. 4 fouls, substitutes for 4 fouls. Delicio guarded by Wagler. Hands it over to Simon now on the wing. Pressed up by Sydney Shockley. No fouls called on the reach-in. And now Schaefer's going to have to take it from the logo. Guarded up by Slates. She gets a hand in, but is able to get the pass off. Clean pass. Shockley lends it over inside to Delicio, and Delicio calls the foul on Slates. And Slates, that's her second. Still safe.
Yeah, Jenna Slate's still safe. 3 fouls, though, on Green here in the fourth quarter. Just 1 on Olmsted Falls.
On the inbound, it's Schaefer taking over to Simon, who can't get the 3. Over to Brooke Shockley, goes into Fire. Fire fights in, fights for the foul. She'll head to the strike. That is much needed. Try to put this back within 6.
Meredith Vire, big 3 a few minutes ago. Now she tries to get to the free throw line, driving in the lane there. She'll get 2 shots here. Vire's first free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Vire, as we said, with 3 points tonight. Her second one rattles in and out.
Vire's second is no good. But Bulldogs will maintain possession, it looks, as Jenna Slates was fouled down low by Addison Mullen.
Fortunate break there for Green to be able to maintain possession. Getting to the point of the game where you can't have very many empty possessions on offense.
Brooke Shockley turns it over inside, and it's going Olmsted Falls this way.
I have no idea what was just called here.
I'll let the crowd noise speak for itself.
That was a green foul. I couldn't hear who it was on.
Taking it down the court for Olmsted Falls is going to be Schaefer. Ball's inside to Sarabach. Cindy Shockley taking it down the court for the Bulldogs. She'll kick it over to Wagler. Wagler, stutter, steps out. Slates from the left wing, looking to drive inside. Spins around, puts one up. No and one, but she will get the foul. She'll head in. Looking to put this back within 8 if she converts both. And both teams just one off each from the bonus.
Well, timeout for Green here with 4:24 to go. Olmsted Falls leading 50-40. Jenna Slates will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. Trying to will her team's season to continue. Slates, again, just magnificent tonight. 23 points. It's been magnificent throughout her career. I don't know if Green girls basketball is going to see a player of her caliber for a while. She's going on to Ashland University. So a lot of people from Green have plenty of opportunities to go see her, and of course her team will be playing a couple of games each season in Stark County at Malone and Walsh.
Olmsted Falls leading by 10 over Green, 52-40. Full timeout taken by Green. It's a 10-point lead now for Olmsted Falls. Said it 3 times, but not much else you can say about it.
I was going to say it's a big weekend for Federal League girls basketball in addition to tonight's game. Jackson Polar Bears will take on Magnificat tomorrow at Wadsworth in a Division I regional final. Let's see if Green can come back here and get a spot in the state semifinals. Slate shooting 2 free throws here. First one up and in. Like I said, Slate's pretty automatic at the free throw line, although she missed her last free throw when she was there. 24 points on the night for Slate's. Her second one is in and out.
She can't make her second, but she will split the pair. From the left wing over to the right wing, and they're double team. Green playing aggressive on the attack, the triangle in 2. Left unguarded inside, it's Delicio. Kicked out. Simon from 3 is no good. Rebounded again. Simon hurls one over to the right side. Back over to Saravash. Hurled over, corner 3. Delicio, she's got time, but she can't get it. Boarded again by Simon. She'll be able to put it in. 11-point lead, or excuse me, yes, 11-point lead from Green. Brooke Shockley anchoring over on the right wing. She'll take it through with her left, closed in. She'll put one up and in. It looks like she'll get the and one. She's got a chance to put this within
8 points, yeah. It took a while for them to put the score up on the scoreboard there. First basket of the night for Brooke Shockley. She'll shoot a free throw, and it's off the back of the rim, no good.
Her free throw is unsuccessful as Slates isn't able to pick up the board. Olmsted Falls 52, Green 43 with 3 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Alicia Manning goes down to the floor. It's Delicio now from beyond the stripe. She'll take it through. She's got a lane, and she's unguarded inside. It's an 11-point lead for Olmsted Falls, 54-43. Cindy Shockley over to Meredith Fire. She'll fake the 3, steps back, tries to dish one inside to Jenna Slates. Slates puts one up. It's no good. Can't get the board. Timeout taken by Olmsted Falls. They've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this ball game. Green find themselves down 11 to the defending Division I state champions.
Well, Avery Delicio big second half for Olmsted Falls. She had 9 points against Massillon, Tuesday's regional semifinal. 15 points tonight on 3 threes. Emma Schaefer also with 15 points. Felicia with 3 threes. Schaefer with 2. Jesse Simon and Maddie Saravac also hit 3s for Olmsted Falls. Olmsted Falls, like you said, getting some second chance opportunities. A couple minutes ago, third chance opportunities they were able to convert. Green's really going to have to dig down deep. 2:50 to go in this one, down by 11.
To those watching at home, welcome to the Letter Live. I'm Aiden Brueck, your play-by-play announcer for the night. To my right is Mike Popovich doing your color analysis. It's Olmsted Falls 54, Green 43 in the Region 5 regional final for girls basketball. Jenna Slates gets crossed up by Simon. And it over to Schaefer now. Ball's blocked. Taken inside by Vire. Her ball's blocked, but she's got a foul. She'll head to the strike now, fouled hard. Olmsted Falls 54, Green 43.
That's what Green needed right there. They forced a turnover. Meredith Vire coming up with the steal. Now she needs to convert these free throws. Green, like Olmsted Falls at times tonight, kind of an adventure at the free throw line, but she makes her first free throw.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't rooting for Green at least a little bit.
Well, I don't blame you one bit, man. You know a lot of these kids. You've gone to school with them.
True that. Annie Saravac taking it down the court for Olmsted Falls. Fire on the close guard. She'll try to get it off. It's a 9-point game. Oh, Meredith Fire goes down and is taken inside by Schaefer. Schaefer no good. Wagler able to get the board. She'll take it down the court for the Bulldogs. Crosses up one, crosses up another, puts up a tough lay. It's no good. Slates isn't able to get on it, but Slates guarded closely. She picks it back up, and a timeout taken by Olmsted Falls. Green forces it with 2 minutes, 8 seconds to go. 9-point game with those previously mentioned 2 minutes ago. Olmsted Falls 54, Green 45.
Well, I would like to have seen Wagler dish off maybe down there on that trip down court. But like you talked about, I mean, this has got to be an emotional game for you. Like I said, you know, you've gone to school with these girls. You've known them for God knows how many years. And they're a fun team to watch. And Jenna Slate is a great player to watch. And, you know, I obviously don't know them as well as you do, but, you know, in talking with her after some games this season, find her to be really, really a good person to talk to. And Ashland University is going to get one heck of a player, but she's not really thinking about that right now. She's still got 2 minutes and 8 seconds to try to help her team make up this deficit here. Olmsted Falls leading 54-45.
Both Bulldogs take the court as it's Avery Delicio, 5'5" junior guard, taking it off for Olmsted Falls. Came off the bench in last year's championship game against Springboro. She's back for the Bulldogs. Hurled down court, in stride to Schaefer. She'll put one up and in, and the play is good. 11-point lead from Olmsted Falls. Green needs a spark. Green steps back. Sydney Shockley breaks the mid-court shot. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going Green's way.
Well, Delicio with a Kevin Love baseball pass to Schaefer for that basket on Olmsted Falls' last possession. Grace Largent coming back into the game for Avery Delicio for Olmsted Falls. 1:53 to go. Green down by 11.
Brooke Shockley's got the inbound. She'll hit it to Armani Wagler, but Wagler loses it, takes it back. She'll take it up the court from the left wing. Goes through, breaks one and breaks another inside. It's no good, but the ball's tipped out. Rebounded by Olmsted Falls. Slates, Wagler. Slates gets the steal. She'll put it up. It's a good call for Slates.
Jenna Slates will go to the free throw line. Emma Schaefer with the foul for Olmsted Falls. That's her first.
2 shots for Jenna Slates.
Slates, 24 points on the night. Lots of rebounds once again.
Slates has 2. She
First
misses
shot.
her first.
In and out. Brooklyn Wood coming back into the game for Meredith Vire for Green. The Slates try to make it a 10-point game, but just 1:38 left. Second
Slates
shot,
plays
no
for the
good.
miss. Supported by Olmsted Falls. Minute and 34 to go. 56-45. Inside for an easy bucket is Simon. And with a minute and 26 seconds to go, Green's got to make up 13. A steal from the pass from Brooklyn Wood goes to Maddie Saravach. They'll go over to Delicio now on the left wing. Guarded by Shockley. Delicio kicks it out. It's Mullen. Passes up the 3 with a minute to go. Driving inside is Schaefer. Schaefer goes inside to Saravach. And she'll convert. 15-point lead now for Olmsted Falls. Cindy Shockley inside. She'll put one in. Over to Slates. She'll go in. She doesn't have a lot of time. She's got an and one. She'll go to the stripe.
Slate's going to go to the free throw line. Try to get her team within 12, but just 50.1 seconds left.
Jenna Slates. She's got one for the and one opportunity. Olmsted Falls seems like with their lights up. Slates makes her and one opportunity. Timeout taken by Green. They need 12 points in 50 seconds. And a stop to tie things back up with Olmsted Falls now here in the 4th. Regardless of who comes out winning, Green is at one heck of a run. Olmsted Falls as well with one heck of a run. Both squads dominating their respective conferences.
Well, you look from the Green perspective, to go 12-0 in the Federal League, that's one heck of an accomplishment. You don't see that very often. You know, when you have to deal with teams like Jackson, who are good all the time. A couple of years ago, Glen Oak, really good. Sometimes you get those McKinley teams that are really good, and they were able to win all of their games this season, including beating Jackson twice. Just a great season for them.
Olmsted Falls off the bench. Green also back on. It's Fire, Wagler, Shockley, and Slates.
And Green's program under Elisa Manning for the past few years has really been solid. If things go wrong today, I'm sure that will still continue.
In the corner, it's a jump ball. When Olmsted Falls his way. Olmsted Falls 60, Green 48. 47 seconds to tick down in the 4th. On the inbound, it's Delicio. She gets it over to Schaefer. Schaefer guarded closely. Tries to call the pull. And it's going Green's way. So Green gonna have another possession here to try and put it back within 10. Obviously, Green wants to play for the 3, maybe convert the and 1. Cindy Shockley's got the inbound. Over to Jenna Slates. She'll drive through, closed in, tough lay, no good. Put back up by Brooke Shockley. Slates gets it again. She'll get her on board. Can't rebound the miss after that. And Green lets Delicio down inside. Green's got 23 seconds. Shockley over to Wagler. Wagler breaks one. Deep 3. Air ball. Taken now by Olmsted Falls. Jenna Slate's down. and Olmsted Falls going to walk away to the Final Four.
My lasting memory of Jenna Slates, a little bit ago down the court, still fighting, a couple of offensive rebounds, increasing her school record total. What a great high school career for Jenna Slates, going to come to an end today.
Schaefer looks to put this one on ice. She misses her first.
Let's see if Alicia Manning takes Jenna Slates and her other starters out. See if they get the ovation they really deserve. Jenna Slates will leave the game. What a career.
What a year from the Green Bulldogs. What a year from Olmsted Falls. Green puts in Delaney Gary and Claire Young. Brooke Shockley takes it down the court, looking to get their seniors one last shot. Wagler from way deep, it's no good. And with that, Olmsted Falls is going to run away with it. 3 seconds down, no fouls called. They'll take it down. Olmsted Falls are headed to the Final Four, taking down the #1 seeded Green Bulldogs. 63-48.
Well, my biggest fears about Olmsted Falls coming in surface in this game. Great three-point shooting, great rebounding team, just an all-around great team. I mean, you don't go to Dayton and win state championships and get to the state Final Four multiple times by accident. But what can you say about this season Green has had?
Regional.
20-6 regional final appearance. A record-breaking career for Jenna Slates. A record-breaking career for assists for Sydney Shockley. And their other starters like Meredith Vire, Brooklyn Wood. Just a really, really fun team to watch. And they represented themselves well. They represented their school well. They represented their team well.
Regional runner-ups, Green Bulldogs, almost ready to take the trophy ceremony with Olmsted Falls. Olmsted Falls headed to the Final Four for Girls Division 2.
Yeah, they don't know who they're going to play or where they're going to play yet. You know, it's a week from Sunday, a new 7-division format. State Final Four is a little bit different than what people have been accustomed to, and Green Falls one step short of it. And
with that being said, thank you everybody for coming to the Letter Live from Medina High School. I've been Aiden Brueck, your play-by-play for the night, joined by Mike Popovich. Thank you all who tuned in tonight, and we will see you on tomorrow.
Yeah,
we'll see you tomorrow because we're right back on it for more playoff basketball. Going to bring you the, what is it, district final?
Well, it'll be a boys district final in Division 3 from North Royalton. The Louisville Leopards take on the Northwest Indians, an all-Stark County district final being played in North Royalton. So we'll have that game on. Louisville, obviously, big aspirations and hopes for the postseason. Northwest going to try to come in and pull off the upset.
All right, everybody, thank you for coming to the Letter Live. I've been Aiden Brueck, joined by Mike Popovich. Thank you all for coming, and have a nice night. Thank you.